Welcome to the Wall of Dorc. I'm about to give you my first full room tour, wall tour, room tour, my first full tour of the collection. I'm also going to tell you how I managed to collect every issue 1 variant. Let's take a look. As soon as I read the first issue of Dorc, I knew it was a series I wanted to collect. It just ticked all the right boxes for me. It's a fantasy comic that's actually funny. It's about a half-dwarf, half-orc fated to destroy the world. It's got a bloodthirsty talking eyeball shield and a headless floating ghost chicken. What else do you need? If I had to describe it, I would say it's like I Hate Fairyland meets Lord of the Rings on the Discworld, and I love it. When I checked online, I could see that there were people making collection videos for series like Absolute Batman, Invincible, that kind of thing. But there weren't any Dorc videos. Now, it was a new series, to be fair, but I wanted to see someone showing all the variant covers that were out there. So I decided to make an Instagram video myself, showing the covers that I had picked up so far, and I thought, if it worked out, I could turn it into a series. And that ended up being Mission Dorc. Come with me on a mission to collect every variant cover of Dorc. The goal is to have a full comic wall dedicated to Brett Bean's incredible series. This is Mission Dorc. Let's start with what I've got so far. So what happened next was completely unexpected. I tagged Brett Bean, the creator of Dorc, in the video, and not only did he see it and like it, but he actually reposted it. And the views went mad, at least for something that I had posted. People were liking it, they were commenting, they were even following. I could not believe it. I then went on to post the issue 2 and 3 covers that I'd picked up. But the videos quickly turned into a challenge to see if I could collect all of the issue 1 variants. I don't think I realised at the time exactly how many variants there were, and that a lot of them were retailer and convention exclusives. US retailer and convention exclusives. Being here in the UK didn't make that easy. There were a few issues that I could pick up from Forbidden Planet, which is the closest thing I have to a local comic book shop. But for the most part, I would have to look to eBay. That was before I discovered Whatnot. But what really inspired me to track down as many covers as I could find was that halfway through my first week of posting videos, Brett Bean actually messaged me to tell me that my goal was amazing and that if I was able to achieve it, he would send me something special. He also wanted to know if my voice was AI generated or not, which it definitely isn't. It's not. Now, I had no idea what it was that Brett was planning to send to me, but it was incentive enough to try and make the mission a reality. I used several different online resources like League of Comic Geeks and Key Collector to make myself a little checklist of all the different covers available so that I could check them off as I got them. I also wanted to make sure that I found out the names of the artists and the retailers that distributed the books so that I could shout them out in the videos. As I kept posting the videos, it wasn't long before the community started reaching out and offering to support me on my journey. After the first week, Comic Tom reached out to me on Instagram and offered to send me his exclusives that he had made for Dorc. He even gave me a shout out on a Whatnot stream.
Dorc Collector is he's like a completionist. He's trying to collect all the Dorc comics. He's got them framed up in his wall, on his room. In his like man cave, I don't know, but it looks awesome. He's got them all framed, and I'm like, this dude needs my exclusives, okay? So we're gonna make sure he gets those exclusives. Anyone who supports indie books like this, you gotta support them, all right? So thank you, Dorc Collector. I'll make sure you're gonna be happy with what I'm sending you.
And the support didn't end there. That was just the beginning. People actually started sending me books.
Today I have received something very special. This package was sent to me by that boy Chris P Comics. Chris reached out to me and offered to send me one of his exclusives that I was missing, which was so kind of him, but he has also included another amazing book in here.
I felt so incredibly lucky. I mean, I still do. People were messaging me to tell me that they liked the videos, to let me know about exclusive drops to make sure I wasn't missing out. They were even offering to send me books. I was hearing from artists, distributors, resellers, collectors, and just people in the comic book community. It was surreal. It means that so many of the books on this wall have a story behind them, and that's what makes this collection so special. Starting over here, we've got all the first printing covers. There are 12 of these. Some of the hardest ones to track down would have been these ratio variants. There's also some really great artists in this section that actually reposted my videos. Jesse Lumberg, Mel Milton, Ryan G. Brown, still one of my favourite covers. Jay Gonzo even commented on the video where I mistakenly claimed that I had picked up all of the first printings. I did later add this issue, and he liked and shared the video. One of the questions I kept getting on almost every video was, where did I get my frames? And it's a shame I'm not on commission for these things, but here they are. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to pick some up. They fit the books perfectly, and I think the border gives them a real premium feel. You then have the second prints down here. The others are actually up here. These are the two Comic Tom exclusives he sent me, both 9/8s. I was so happy to get these. I love these CGC slabs. In fact, having these in the collection has really made me want to get into graded books. I've got a couple dotted around the house, but I would love to have a full run of the Dorc series cover A's graded. That would be cool. Then we have the third prints. There are quite a lot of these. They take up the bulk of the wall space. I massively underestimated the space I would need when I started this. I had originally planned to have all of the issue ones in frames on this wall, and the rest of the series bagged and boarded, pinned to this wall with command hooks. That idea didn't last long. Within the first few weeks, I needed to expand the wall of Dorc to accommodate the frames. You have my first signed book that I got here. Love this one. I've actually got a few signed covers now. All of these books have their own videos, which I have added here to the YouTube channel. If you want to hear more about them, check out the Shorts tab. One of my favourite things about collecting Dorc is seeing how all these different artists bring the character to life. Every cover has its own style and its own personality. And being able to speak to some of the artists has been incredible. Some of them have even reached out to me to ask what I think of their covers. That's amazing. And here are the fourth printings, some really good ones here. I'll be honest, doing all of this has taught me a lot about comics that I never knew before. I didn't know the difference between a trade dress and a virgin variant. I hadn't even heard those terms before, not really. Collecting Dorc has really got me back into comics. I find myself reading new things, picking up books, talking to people about them. It's been a truly great experience. And here are the 5th and 6th printings. I absolutely love Brett Bean's art style. Every single one of his covers has been first class. Pulling back for a second, we have the Dorc rug. This is from Brett's Threadless store. I'll leave a link for that one as well. There's some really great merch on there. There's the promotional poster here. I had to get this one framed as well. I think it looks great. Such a cool centerpiece. Alongside the CGC slabs, these are some of my favorite pieces in the collection. We then have these smaller frames displaying some of the other really special pieces. The Ashcan preview issue, very difficult to get your hands on one of these now. I've got the thank you ratio variant, limited to just one per store, featuring one of my favourite Brett Bean Dorc images. I think it sums up Dorc so well. And then we have what was the final issue 1 variant that I added to the collection. This came off the back of me stumbling into a top shelf Whatnot stream.
By the way, Dorc Collector. Did I see Dorc Collector? Is that the f***ing Dorc Collector from Instagram? The f***ing famous one? No f***ing way. All right. hold on a minute. I got something for you.
So what happened after I added the final issue 1 cover?
Brett Bean did exactly what he said he would. He sent me something truly special. And it really is the jewel in the crown of this collection. It's a hand-drawn, coloured and signed sketch cover, a true one of one. I could not believe it when I opened this. It is incredible. He also included some other little gifts. It was so kind of him, and I'm so incredibly grateful.
So what now? Now that I've collected all of the issue 1 covers, well, the plan is to collect the rest of the series. Here we have the shelves. I wanted these to look like something you would see when you walk into a comic shop. I love how these colours just explode. So these are the issue 2s onwards and all the variant covers I've picked up so far. I've also got plans to use this wall here. I've got shelves and top loaders that I can use. I've also added these bookcases. I also know that if I plan to collect every cover, I'm going to run out of room at some point. So I've picked up these comic storage holders. I prefer these to the long boxes because I like to be able to see the books, so anything that can't go up on the wall can go in these. Although there is that wall over there. So collection goals then. Other than collecting every variant cover of the series, like I said, I would love a CGC slab wall of the main series, the cover A's. That would be great. A Gem Mint 10 dorc on the wall would be cool. I would love one day to get some original artwork from the pages of dorc. Maybe even a cover. Maybe, one day. But for now, there are plenty of covers I'm still hunting for. And I have some incredible pieces that will be arriving soon. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has supported me on this journey so far. I hope you continue to do it. So if you like dorc, if you like comic collecting, or even just watching an ambitious collection grow, hit subscribe to join me on my mission dorc, and let's keep building this wall.